Thank you, Gemma, for the great introduction. It's such a humbling experience to be here speaking in front of you all. I'm sure a lot of you may be wondering why I've been asked to speak amongst these other amazing speakers. And to be honest, I asked myself the same thing. So I thought I would start off by telling you a little bit about myself. As you may know, I am a 14-year-old teen blogger. Being a teen blogger to me has been a way of expressing myself through writing. I started blogging when I was 12 and they were usually just teen ramblings. But I soon realized that I wanted to take my writing to the next level and wanted to explore how I could use my writing to help others. And that's when I reached out to Seed for someone to mentor me. I met some amazing people who helped me grow and find my voice. And that's how I came to be here, a 14-year-old speaking to a group of adults about failure. Now, your next question probably is, what does a 14-year-old know about failure? What kind of failure could she have gone through? Well, I can tell you about how every day teens go through the feelings of failure. For me, I always go into my tests feeling fine and confident about it. I sit down, take a look at the sheet, and as soon as they say go, every part of my brain blanks. I completely freak out and have no idea what I'm doing. In my head, everything is blurry, my heart is pounding, and all I can think is, I am a failure. I continually think that I'm going to fail, and these thoughts stop me from getting the marks I know I can get. A lot of teenagers tend to turn to the negativity before the good. We tend to put our minds in the position of failure before it has even happened, and this can feel almost the same as actually failing. For me, I think I'm lucky, because my sense of failure stems from not getting the marks I know I can get. Whereas for some of my peers, it comes from feeling like a failure to their family for not being straight or not being the way they were raised to be. For some teens, they feel like a failure for not being as good as their siblings or only getting into the B team or not knowing who they are yet. As you all know, high school life can be tough. Exam after exam, homework after homework. Sometimes the work isn't even the tough part of it all. Just trying to fit in can be an obstacle of its own. Every time a person puts someone else down, it reinforces their feelings of failure, and it sets them more on edge. You can tease someone because of their appearance, then go home and laugh about it, or they go home and take their own life. Why do we come to conclusions like this? Why haven't we learned otherwise? We have classes such as PE, where we learn to look after our physical health, but who teaches us to look after our mental health? At the end of our schooling career, we take away the knowledge, the skills, discipline, the respect, and all the good things school has given us. But we also develop thoughts of stress, anxiety, comparisons, expectations, and failure. And not everyone is being taught how to overcome these thoughts. My school is very lucky to be provided with guidance counsellors, but not everyone is brave enough to go and take that extra step and go visit them. Why not talk about this in class? Learn the importance of looking after one another's mental well-being, and that maybe the person sitting next to you is feeling the same way. Learn that failing is how we grow and how we learn from our mistakes. The lack of support for our teens, specifically their mental well-being, is getting out of hand. Failure is a normal human emotion that should be used to grow. Sometimes we seem to turn a blind eye because it is the easiest thing to do, but nothing with changing comes easy. It is with hard work that we, the community, the people it affects, can overcome New Zealand's mental health crisis. Thank you for bearing with me. This was my first actual speech, and to do it in front of such a large audience has been a bit overwhelming. But I hope you took something away and know that we all experience feelings of failure. It's just how we move on from it that needs to change. Thank you.